So what's up? Welcome to my sacred space, honey. This is day 8, and we starting off the morning. We starting off the goddamn morning in this bitch. The warfare is crazy. It's crazy. I say I got to get out of here. Mm-mm. I keep having dreams. So I've been having dreams about people. God is revealing to me the individuals who have been sending me dark energy, and so the thing is that they pop up in my dreams. It's kind of like when they've been defeated. So last night, I had a dream about 2 guys. They look the same. I don't know if they related. I know one of them because he's an actor. But that other one, I don't know. And it just kind of seems like I don't know what to think. I'm not really good at dream interpretation. But it's kind of like they was competing for me. It was just so naked. I'm just like, why is everybody so naked? Like, why are we naked? One catch me naked with the other one, and I don't even know how I even got there. And then they fighting butt ass naked. We in some type of shower room. Like a pool. Like a pool shower changing room. He fighting on the set. What's going on? But I just pick up something real strange. It's like something going on with Gemini and Capricorn. So, Capricorns live in their head. I like to study Capricorns for mental health. Right? So Gemini is very mental anyway. Gemini is an air sign. They are the most detached sign out of all zodiac signs. So, but Gemini represents human. Gemini represents the human being, human nature, So it just kind of seemed like it's like Gemini and Capricorn are going at it. Gemini and Capricorn are going at it, but it's like Capricorn is dealing with some things mentally, and it's like we're dealing with Gemini. It's kind of like Gemini is reflecting, the mental state. This light be going to fuck off. I can't be moving and grooving too much with trying to keep it on. I forgot to bring my candles up in here. So I mean, let me see. But it's something like that going on, and this is in case they go back out again. It's crazy. And I'm just like, are these two guys fighting for me? What is going on? It's so much going on. Let me see. Let me do my cards, honey. I'm gonna roll this dice real quick. Like, damn, we're gonna start off in the morning like this. Okay, so the number is 10, honey. We got the number 10. We got the 10 of swords that fell out in reverse. This is despair. This is despair. Somebody is in despair. It's like they're resisting their breakthrough. Okay? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? All right. What are the messages? Tell me what's going on. I told you that shit was gonna go off. Somebody is not allowing their breakthrough. You have to break down to have the breakthrough. So there's some type of resistance. Somebody is really resisting. And look at that. We got two cards here of Gemini. The 10 of Swords represents Gemini and the Lovers represents Gemini. But at the same time, with it being in reverse, it's kind of like it's going to represent Sagittarius. Okay? So something going on with Sagittarius and Gemini or Gemini. Okay, so now we got the Chariot, which is Cancer. Because it's kind of like there's a Gemini that's trying to project. They're trying to project in my mind. They're trying to project on me. Do I even know this person? Who is it? Kiki. She is so worrisome. Why the fuck is she even bothering me? Why is she worried about me? She need to let go. I think she's jealous. Okay, so she got the 8 of Wands in reverse. She got the King of Wands in reverse. I got the King of Swords and I got the 2 of Cups. She got the King of Pentacles in reverse. She a Capricorn, but she has a Gemini moon. Three of Cups in reverse. So she's sitting up there gossiping about me. She is so fake and phony, and she know that I know that she's that. She knows that I know. That's why I don't want to fuck with her. Like, how you gonna get upset because somebody don't want to fuck with you? And I saw her picture. She tried to, it's like she got a fake account. This girl is obsessed with me. So I'm gonna tell you about this girl. We used to be neighbors. And, you know, in the beginning, we was real cool. You know, we was real cool. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I just started to pick up on like her sneaky ass ways. She was very manipulating. She gonna call me from Richmond and tell me to call 911 on her baby daddy because she's scared to do it. And she said he had another man in her house and she was afraid to confront him about being gay or some shit. So the thing is that her boyfriend, her baby daddy owed my baby daddy some money. So when I called the police, it's kind of like he made up some excuse because he was supposed to get the money. He was supposed to take the money to my baby daddy. So it's kind of like when he was supposed to take the money to my baby daddy, that's when she got me to call the police on him or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on at the time because I'm in Richmond. I'm living a whole different life. You understand? We used to be neighbors in Norfolk. So I'm just like, why the fuck can't you just call 911? Why you can't go somewhere and call 911? I won't think it. I just went ahead and did it. So the police came and he ran out the house and he didn't give my baby daddy the money. So later on, I picked up that, this bitch, she did that shit on purpose. She was manipulating shit. Like, I'm just like, you know what? That girl don't like me and she don't fuck with me and she never have. And she mad because I left. I don't, I left to come to Richmond. I left to live my life and she probably feel left behind. But in all actuality, she jealous. She used to display jealous behavior towards me, but I used to overlook it because I'm just like, well, maybe because she just miserable. But I felt like it was on some days she just felt miserable with her life. I didn't think that bitch was actually jealous, but when I'm just like, damn, I'm in a whole other city, living a whole other life. I have not talked to you. We have not conversated in a long time. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm moving on. I'm gone. Keeping in contact is a two-way thing. What is you entitled? Do you feel entitled for me to keep up with you? That's why I be saying, I be thinking that these bitches is gay. I be thinking that they gay. Cause it's just like, girl, I'm not your man. And if you want to keep in contact, then you should keep in contact. If that's what you want to do. When I move on, I move the fuck on. I'm sorry. I was going through shit with my baby daddy and his grandma at the time. So I'm just like, what the fuck? I see her ass on my page just lurking. Like, girl, what the fuck do you want? Whatever. I don't know. Cause when I got back on IG, she hit me up. She sent me her phone number and she wanted me to call her. I guess she got mad because I didn't want to call her. I don't even know what to say to you. It's been about 4 fucking years. I said, hey, how you doing? I'm not interested in how your life has been. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like I give a damn because I don't. So I'm just like, oh, it's good to hear from you. She's just like talking about how she's loving her daughters. When I first met her, she only had 1. Now she got about 2 or 3. So I'm just like, okay, a lot has happened over the years. I don't want to rekindle. And it's kind of like she kept trying to pop up. She kept trying to pop up on my feed. She kept trying to pop up on my feed, like just looking for attention. Like, girl, don't you have other friends? Don't you have other people? Like, leave me the fuck alone. Why you keep trying to cling on to me? You don't like me, and I know you don't like me, and you're not going to get the opportunity to try to switch it around or bring no type of drama to me. So leave me the fuck alone. But anyway, that shit be crazy. Okay, so now that I pushed that energy out of the way, cause I don't think that she's in this reading. But I just kind of feel her. I guess because I know she had been on my page and shit, my Instagram page. Ugh, girl, leave me the fuck alone. Just fucking snake ass vibes. I feel like that girl had been lying about her whole life anyway. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So anyway, we have a situation to where it's kind of like a Gemini. It's like a unhealthy Gemini is trying to project on a Cancer. Okay, so mentally, the Gemini it's kind of like mentally, Gemini needs to take time out to, it's like they're giving too much away mentally to other people, meaning that this person, it's like they're thinking for everybody around them. You understand what I'm saying? And it's exhausting. And it's kind of like they're putting other people and they're putting their relationships before themselves and before the relationship that they have with themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like mentally, there's a lot of mentally needy people. And this person is over here, over there. I think that this individual enjoys it. I think that they enjoy being needed. You understand? But I don't think that there's a part of them that enjoys being needed, but then there are times to where this individual is just like, does anybody have a mind of their own? Can anybody think for themselves? Do I have to make all of the decisions? But at the same time, it's kind of like their ego likes their ego, because I guess that people kind of put this person on a pedestal. And so their ego likes it, but it's kind of like their brain is trying to tell them like, hey, we're being exhausted. You're exhausting us. Okay. So, and there's something about their choices. They're making a lot of their choices based off of other people. Okay. And then on top of that, it's kind of like the way in which that they're communicating. It's not clear. It's not clear, and it's a lot of confusion. This when this person's mental state begins to dissipate, they have a hard time with just making decisions, period. They're not making decisions based on their best interest. They're making decisions based on other people. But if they don't have their best interest, then they don't have the best interest of other people. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to this type of mental energy, it first starts with them. You understand? But they may have a lot of responsibilities. Okay, so they were being consistent in something. So it looked like somebody quit. Somebody quit because they weren't getting the type of money that they thought that they were getting. I think it's this Cancer. This Cancer person, because this person is moving on. This person has made a decision to move on. So where we have one person here who's struggling with making decisions, this person has made a decision to move on. This person is being mind over matter. But let me see first. Let me see. So we have the King of Wands in reverse here. Then we have the King of Pentacles here. Then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So I mean, this looks like a situation to where this is kind of like friends or roommates. And it's kind of like these individuals are not getting along with each other. And it's like, they know mutual people, but they're talking about each other behind each other's backs. You understand what I'm saying? It could be a situation to where it's two friends, and I mean, whatever is going on, it's kind of like the party is over. Like there's a time to where we all have to come together and celebrate life. This is a good time. There's a lot to celebrate. Individuals from different walks of life can come together. Everybody's cup is full. Okay? Everybody's cups is full. So when coming together, when your cup is full, there's no lack. It's all celebration. You have your cup, you have your cup, I have my cup. Cheers. But the party does not last always. Okay? The party doesn't last always. So the party is over. The fun time is over. It's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of time to get down to business. You know, like it doesn't have to be personal. It doesn't, the situation doesn't have to be personal. Everybody can move on. It's just it's just over. People don't want the party to be over. Somebody doesn't want something to be over. But energy, the flow of something, you know, everything comes and it goes. The good times come and they go. A good thing don't last always. It don't last always. People be trying to hold on. Okay, so we have somebody here to where, you know, after a while, you know, somebody need to take their space. Somebody just need to take their space. Somebody just needs to get away from the crowd. I mean, the good time is over. You have to be able to read the room. You have to be able to read the energy. So at one point in time, it was all good. A lot of the times, you know, just like I gave the example of when we come together and we share the cup, right? So after a while, individuals' cups begin to dissipate. You know, you're sitting there sipping on your cup, or you're pouring it in, somebody else is pouring into you. It's just an exchange of, you know, liquid, to the point to where eventually there's not going to be anything else. There's not going to be anything else left. Okay? And so everybody must go to their corner. Everybody must get back to where they need to go in order to refill their cup. It just needs to be a separation. When people can't read the energy, this is when we start dealing with drama. This is when individuals start gossiping. Because I pick up two people. It's kind of like they live together, but they gossiping about each other to other people, and they got mutual friends. And so it's just kind of getting back to each other. It's getting back to them, and it's creating like this suffocating environment for them to work in or live in. Okay? So it's not anything personal. My thing is if individuals live together, if they're roommates, somebody quit their job. Somebody quit their job, or somebody got fired. And it's kind of like, you know, now they're running into like money issues and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So at one point it was okay. You know, maybe one person sees that the other person is not trying. It's just like, you're not even trying to get another job. You're not even trying to do this and do that. So somebody may feel like they're being taken advantage of. Okay? This is kind of like this is kind of like one of those situations when it's kind of like two men. It's kind of like they just need to put on the boxing gloves and they just need to go at it. They just need to go at it. That's what this is. Okay? It's I don't condone violence, and I don't think something like that would solve anything. But sometimes when you're dealing with very masculine energy, very instinctive and animalistic, very masculine energy, sometimes you just got to duke it out. You know, the predator, the predator is dying to just come out. So it's like you just have to release the predator. You know what I mean? You have to release it. So anyway, when it comes to, okay, so you have the chariot here. So somebody, they had a big decision to make, and so they made it and they moved away. This is being mind over matter. You have the King of Swords here, and then you have the Two of Cups. This is clarity. This is a clear mind. Okay? So this is very big decision. Very big decision. Somebody has made a very big decision. Somebody is decisive about what they want, about what's going to happen. I think somebody wants to travel to see somebody. We do have the Two of Cups here. So this is kind of like soulmate energy. Somebody is just like, it's clear to me that this person understands me, that this person gets me, to where I'm living in a world to where it seems like everybody is trying to take advantage of me. People are trying to get over on me. You know, when I stand up for myself, nobody understands. But when it comes to this person here, this person gets it. This person understands. Okay. We have a lot of wholeness here because we have a lot of duality. We have a lot of yin and yang energy going on here. So with the soulmates, it's kind of like the world in which that somebody is creating within their head is manifesting within their physical reality. Okay, so we have the two healers that come together. At the same time, the soulmate card can represent you being the mate to your own soul, meaning that you are in harmony with who you are, both in masculinity and within femininity. The Chariot card represents that too, but the Chariot card is going to represent more so of willpower. Okay? Willpower, confidence, you know, willing the power, willing the confidence to will your power. So, I mean, very big decision here. Very big decision here that is being made. Okay? Chariot card, I choose to be happy. No matter what is happening, no matter what is going on, I choose to be happy. Okay? It could be a journey. I'm going to tell you though, I feel like it is kind of like a journey though. I feel like somebody's making a decision to make a trip to see somebody. You know, they really want to be around this person. They want to see this person or something. Somebody is just like, I'm making a decision, like this is my person. Or somebody is making a decision, this is who I am. Okay? All right. So, I mean, that's it. This is definitely my reading though. I'm the Chariot. So tell me, I got somebody coming for me? Okay, so I don't have anybody coming for me. This is more so about me as a whole. Okay, it's more so about me as a whole. Yes, honey, because I want a clear mind. I don't want to be... So who is this Gemini? Is that Kiki? That is her. You said it won't her. That's her. She dealing with, she been behind my back talking shit. She's just mad because I don't want to talk to her. What's wrong with her? She's spying on me. Because I am who I say I am. So she hating because of that? That girl worse. So she dealing with two men. I think she got two baby daddies. Well, my thing is, girl, you need to be focusing on your baby daddies and all that drama that's going on up in there. She want me to help her. I don't want to help her. I don't want to help her. I'm the girl. I'm not helping you for free neither. Boundaries is up, locked, and loaded. That's what I be saying, because you just don't know who is watching you behind that fucking screen. People are crazy. I had to get out of that house because I'm just like, what in the world? My thing is, why is she trying to project onto me? She was trying to see me in that way. She wants me to see myself in that way. She's not a good friend. She never was a good friend. She don't know how to be a good friend. I already knew that. That's why I don't want to fuck with her. She must got herself caught up in other shit too with dealing with me. She probably been playing in that magic too. That shit been backfiring on her ass. Yeah, now she see I am who I say I am. She don't want it to be true. She a Capricorn, her stubborn ass. Like, girl, leave me alone. I just love to play with this smoke. I love it. Leave me the fuck alone. Deal with your life. You worry about you. So anyway, I think that bitch done. I think she done. Because I think she tired of shit happening. I think she tired of being exposed too. Because why is she on my channel lurking? I think that she know I know too. So she gonna have to give it up. She gonna have to let it go. I know she is. Just fucking worrisome. Just worrisome. Somebody don't want to talk to you. Somebody don't want to fuck with you. Why don't you have the self-esteem to be like, okay, I don't want to fuck with somebody who don't want to fuck with me? Why don't you have that self-esteem? Look at this book. I made this book. I think I'm about to make some more of these. Instead of wait, because I did this book myself. Instead of waiting to get it published, I might just publish this shit myself. And I could put some pictures in here too. I saw this woman, she publishes her own books. She got a whole system. She was so good with telling you step by step every way to be able to make your books. But for one, it's a lot of ink. It's a lot of ink that she used. I gotta get some photo paper. This is my prototype. This is what I think I might make it. I think I might make it. I do want a different type of book. Why? Because look at this paper here. This is not photo paper. Okay, so this is not photo paper. Why do I have to? I don't have to use photo paper, but what type of paper is this? I mean, does it even really fucking matter? Is what I'm trying to figure out. This is my Pride and Prejudice. So, I don't know if y'all saw that movie. The book is better. I think people like books better because you could use more of your imagination. Because the way I envisioned the characters is not the way in which that they were on the movie. But I mean, of course, I want a bookstore. I got a lot of books that I'm holding on to because I want a bookstore. Maybe like a bookstore online. I got this book. This is not mine. This is actually a friend of mine's. If he saw that I still got it, he gonna be like, give me my book back. I love this book though. It's so mythical. And I mean, it gives, I love it. I didn't even see that one. I haven't looked through this whole book yet. Serpent Demigods of India. It's crazy because I'm writing a story about a three-headed snake. I have a very strong past life tie to India. And look at this. And look at the dragon. In the Chinese zodiac, I represent the dragon. This is why I love this stuff. This is why I love this stuff, because you know, you look at stuff and you wonder why you're interested in it, or why you feel drawn or connected to it. So I got a couple of books by Jerry Jenkins. He's one of my favorite writers. This is a really good book. I like this book. This book, he's so creative. Like when it comes to creative writing, he's really good. He really teaches you creative writing. So in this story, he bounces back and forth from modern day to biblical days. So it's kind of like within the story, he's telling like a past life that the woman and her family is experiencing, and the events in which that's taking place within their life. I think that I found this book maybe about a year ago. But you have to know Jerry Jenkins, honey, because he writes a lot of books. A lot of his books are spiritual, like religious, more, religious. So, I don't mind that. I actually got this at the Dollar Tree for $1. So, I kind of felt like, well, what are you doing here? But, there may have been some books floating around. So, so they just decided that they was going to do that. They was going to sell it at the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure it ain't hurting. Okay, so I also have this book. I read this book a while ago when I was studying under this guy who was Buddhist. The Heart of the Lotus Sutra. It was very, Buddhism, it helps a lot with mental health. But I think because the practice of it is for peace. When it comes to mental health, the number one thing that we're looking for is peace of mind. So, this book was like that. It's very like inspirational and very peaceful. Now the thing is that it was called SGI. So there are different forms of Buddhism. I didn't know that. Okay, so this guy was explaining to me. He said something about SGI. So I don't know too much about that. I didn't stick around to learn too much from him. Okay, it says millions of SGI members worldwide recite portions of the Lotus Sutra every day. I remember he took me to the temple too, and you know, they sang. I didn't know Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I didn't know that shit was 10 pages of a chant, honey. So when I walk into this temple and you know they're about to do the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, I'm thinking, I'm just like, you know, because I was kind of nervous. But I was like, oh, yes, I could do the chant with them, you know, because I used to practice Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And the guy, he had a gong. So I used to sit at the gong and I would do my chanting and my prayers. Child, they gave me a book. He gave me a book. I was like, you know, I don't need that book. Child, after Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, they start. Don't show baby, I was like, I was like, what is this? I said, let me get that book. Child, I got that book. I still couldn't keep up with the shit. And he's sitting up there, he's smiling at me, you know, because he think the shit funny. He's sitting up there smiling at me with this smirk and he's chanting the whole shit. I was just like, oh goodness. That was hilarious of me. I got this book too. I got this book and it came with the audio. This audio CD. I got this for my son to help him with his reading. This is real nice. I love these books. I got nursing books. I got all type of books. I got esoteric books. I got art books. My rabbit chewed this junk up. He chewed it up. Chewed my book up. Nam yo renge kyo. I see why I got inspirational books. I have more Buddhist books. I have mother inspiration books. I got all type. I love these books. I got magazines. I got coloring books. I got all type of stuff. Ooh. It feel good, honey. Yes, I think I'm about ready to go back inside now, but I just, ugh. I can't stand that fucking energy. I just don't understand that dream that I had. I think those two guys were they fighting over me? They was fighting over me. I feel like that was in that reading too. That one in the reading. She must got some guys fighting over her. No? Well, whatever. My thing is, one of these guys, I mean, he's a young man. I don't know. He's a young man and he's an actor and he's living that life. My thing is that I don't really care about that, but at the same time, look at him. I don't really care about that. He lives a beautiful life. He's very organic. I mean, he's a creator of his life. He enjoys the arts. He's very talented. You know, like he's amazing, but I'm just like, you're young. Like, what the fuck do you want with me? You understand what I'm saying? You're young, you're successful, you're wealthy, you're free to do, come and go however you please. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not putting myself down, but at the same time, it's kind of like my life is just so much different. You know, I have a son. You don't have any children. You don't have anything holding you or tying you down. You know, and I don't know. I have to be careful because sometimes, you know, men be jealous of my son sometimes. You know, I can't have that. I can't have somebody like who wants all of my time and all of this stuff. And then at the same time, I have to be careful what type of position I put myself in as well as my son. Because the thing is that my son doesn't have to be with me. He doesn't have to live with me. But I mean, I would want him to. I would want my son to want to be with me. And whoever I'm dealing with, I want my son to like them too. Like, I don't know. He seems to be, at first, I thought he was very mature, but then he started messing with this girl. And because he could not discern this woman, I'm just like, I told him, you know, I'm just like, no, that woman is a troublemaker. If you can't see, if you can't see who that woman is, you know, like at the same time, him dealing with her, it kind of shows me what type of self-esteem he has and who he is. You understand what I'm saying? She a bad apple and her mental health is fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. She's just, I don't know. It's kind of like that's where he messed up with me. Because it's just like, you see, I like studying men with women too. I like to study that because I want to see, you know, what's up. What type of women do you like? Like, are you one of them men who's just fucking naive as hell? Or do you just, you know, do you, I don't know. A woman, whatever type of woman a man deals with is going to tell me a lot about him. You know, because if you're dealing with a very insecure woman, then it's kind of like, you know, you have a lot of insecurities too. We all do. But if you're not working through them, if you're not handling yourself, if you're crashing out all over the place, I mean, I don't know. That's unstable. You know, I have encountered a lot of young men. You know, there was a white guy and he was younger than me. And I mean, I'm going to tell you, I thought that this white guy was it. His confidence was boom, boom, pow. You know, like when it came to my son, you know, he was focused on me. You know, you know, he knew about my son. He took a liking to my son. He felt and seen a similarity, you know, with between him and my son, you know, characteristic wise, like confidence wise. He was real sweet, but he got caught up in a younger woman too. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. You know, I don't think that a young man is able to take me serious. I don't think that he's able to keep up with me. I deal with grown ass men, men who are older than me, who can't even keep up with me. So it's kind of like, when it comes to a younger man, I see them. I be thinking about my son. I see them in the way of my son. Me and my son have a friendship, so I see younger men as friends, not necessarily love potentials. I mean, I've tried it. I honestly tried it. Open, fully, not biased, not judgmental, and I mean, it just presents itself with the same situation. So I'm just like, this is not it. This is not the move. I have no problem with having a good time. But even with that, I need some disclosure. I need some privacy. I don't want nobody knowing that I done messed around with you if I choose to mess around with you. I don't want you trying to put no ties on me. I don't want you trying to do none of that. Playing around is one thing. Being serious, like wanting to be exclusive and all that shit, is something different. If I'm gonna play around, I don't want nobody to know I'm playing around. And then on top of that, I can't really trust no. I feel like I can't trust nobody. That's why I don't be playing around. Cause I'm just like, man, I'm not about to get got at all. I make it real hard for a man to get close. I know I do. If you've been through the shit that I've been through, you would set your boundaries too, and you would be tough too, you know. Because every time you try to let down your guard with somebody, or you let them in, it's just like, a man will do and say anything to get what he wants. Especially I attract a lot of predators, so they're already watching me before I even know about them. They sit back and watch me. They like me, they attracted to me, but sometimes they're very triggered by me. And being triggered, they're triggered because they may not feel as like they're good enough, or they may be intimidated. So, that hurts their ego. That messes with their pride and their self-esteem. So they want to take that out on me. I don't mean shit by it. Like, my opinion is my opinion of some shit. But if I get to know somebody, I mean, shit may be different. I don't know. You may have other characteristics or qualities that just kind of help balance out a perception for me. You understand what I'm saying? I know that I come off dominant. I know that I come off strong. I am. But that don't mean that I'm not humble. That don't mean that I'm not willing to learn. I'm just not willing to show too much to anybody until I know what's up with them. And even with that, like I said, you got to be careful. People come in and they trying to play. And those two young men that I dealt with, I mean, they were actors. I don't want somebody who can act like they love me, somebody who could act like they like me and be up to something else. A lot of individuals who are actors and actresses, they have big imaginations. And even if they don't, with them having to practice their craft, naturally they develop one. They have to. I need somebody who's in control of them. Somebody who knows themselves, somebody who understands. And I'll be able to tell if somebody does. It's real slim. It's slim pickings out here. That's why when it come to manifestation, I was just like, you know what? I got to not set so much high expectation for my manifestations. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, you know, what I want is possible, but it's going to be slim. So, you know, with me wanting to be so picky and specific, that's not working for me. So I had to do some work on myself to be able to transform those expectations and standards. You understand what I'm saying? I had to lighten up a little bit. I had to really prioritize what's most important. I do want somebody attractive, but they don't have to be fine as hell. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want somebody who desires me. I want to be able to desire them too. I don't need a whole lot, you know, because I don't need a whole lot physically from anybody because, you know, I'm manifesting a lot of inner beauty, exuberance from what I want. You know, my ideal of beauty. So, you know, all of that is going to overpower the physical anyway. So I'm just like, well, damn, you know, the physical, you know, I do want something to be there, but it don't have to be there like that. As long as it's a man, you know. Child. Well, I think I'm about ready to get back in this house. My baby daddy he came in with some crab, with some female crabs. Oh, they had the orange stuff. They call it the eggs. I feel bad for eating the eggs, but you know, I'm a crab, so I can eat crabs. I'm a mermaid. I eat crabs. So, but he bought me this thing. I think it was about maybe 7 crabs, potatoes, corn, a piece of sausage. I don't want that sausage. He ate that sausage. It had broccoli. It tastes so clean. It was just so good. And it was the female crab. And I said, thank you so much. Because I really like that. Then he told me it was only like $30. I said, what? Alright, so we about to get out of here. Ooh. I thought it was gonna be sunny outside today, but it's not.